You know, there's this secret world of pipes running right underneath your lawn, and let's be honest, we usually don't give it a second thought until something goes horribly wrong. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the secrets of modern sewer repair and see how it's gone from a total homeowner's nightmare to a pretty manageable, high-tech fix.
Yeah, it's the kind of question that can keep you up at night, right? While you're busy worrying about the paint colors and the squeaky floorboards inside your house, the plumbing you can't see is often the most critical. A tiny leak or a clog way down there can mushroom into some of the most disruptive and expensive problems you'll ever face. So, what are the actual clues that trouble is brewing?
Okay, so the big thing here is knowing what to look for. Are your drains moving slower than a snail? Do you get a whiff of something, well, foul coming up from them? Or are you just plunging clogs constantly? These are the absolute classic symptoms. And the cause? It could be anything from tree roots getting aggressive and breaking into your pipes, all the way to just the old materials wearing out over time.
For the longest time, fixing these problems meant one and only one thing: bringing in the heavy machinery for a massive, destructive dig. But now, we are smack in the middle of a total no-dig revolution. And this isn't just a small improvement. Trenchless technology has completely changed the game, taking a whole lot of the fear, the mess, and the destruction out of the repair process.
Yeah, you heard me. The days of a giant backhoe tearing up your beautiful landscaping, your driveway, or that patio you just finished, all to fix one little pipe, those days are pretty much over. Modern methods are so much less invasive, which for you means saving time, saving money, and saving a whole lot of stress. So what is this game-changing tech exactly?
So when you boil it all down, trenchless technology is just a whole category of ways to fix or even replace underground pipes without all that massive digging. The best way to think about it is like keyhole surgery for your sewer system. It's precise, it's effective, and it causes minimal disruption.
All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty of how this stuff actually works. We're going to take a peek inside two of the most common and, frankly, most effective trenchless methods that the pros are using today to get your pipes back in perfect shape. First up, we've got something called Cured In-Place Pipe, or CIPP for short. And honestly, this solution is just brilliant. What they do is create a brand new, totally seamless pipe directly inside your old, busted one. A special fabric liner gets soaked in this super strong epoxy resin, it's inserted, and then it hardens, sealing up every crack and leak from the inside out.
And the process itself? It's surprisingly simple, really. First, they send a camera down to see what's what, and then they clean the pipe out completely, usually with something called hydrojetting. Next, that resin-soaked liner gets inserted, and they can do this from just one small access point. Then, they use hot steam to cure, or harden, the liner, making it bond perfectly to the old pipe. And the result? You get a brand new, incredibly durable pipe that's going to last for decades. Now, look, every method has its pros and cons, right? No magic bullets here. The major pros for CIPP are that it's way less invasive and it adds decades of life to your sewer pipes, which is amazing peace of mind. The main thing you have to plan for is the curing time. That epoxy needs about 12 to 24 hours to get rock solid, and you can't really use your water during that time.
And this is a perfect example of why that first step, the cleaning, is so important. As this customer Greg points out, getting that hydrojetting done just in time didn't just prep the pipe for a repair, it actually stopped a full-blown clog from happening in the first place. It's all about being proactive. Okay, let's shift gears to our second method. This one's called pipe bursting. This is the heavy hitter for pipes that are, well, they're pretty much toast, way too damaged for just a liner. This technique literally smashes the old pipe out of the way while pulling a brand new one right into its place all at the same time.
So here's the play-by-play. The crew digs two small trenches, one at each end of the bad pipe. Then they pull this powerful bursting head right through the old pipe, just shattering it outward into the soil around it. And right behind that bursting head, a brand new pipe, usually a durable plastic one, is pulled perfectly into place. So the huge win with pipe bursting is that you get a completely new pipe, and these things can last up to 100 years. We're talking a real long-term investment. And yeah, it's still way, way less invasive than digging up your entire yard. The trade-off is that it does need those two access points dug, so it's not totally no dig, but it's a huge improvement over an old-school trench.
Okay, so you've got these amazing high-tech options, but how in the world do you know which one's right for you and your situation? Well, the choice really boils down to a few key things. Mostly, how bad is the damage and what kind of damage is it?
This little chart here really breaks it down nicely. If you've got a bunch of leaks all along a pipe, CIPP lining is usually the way to go since it can fix the whole thing from just one spot. But if a whole section of pipe just needs to be completely replaced, then pipe bursting is your champion. And for just a couple small, isolated leaks, sometimes a simple internal coating is all you need. Ultimately, a professional camera inspection is what's going to tell you the real story and point you in the right direction.
But let's be real, navigating all these modern solutions, that takes a real expert. For homeowners in the greater Seattle area, that expertise can be found with a local company that has really become the go-to for professional, reliable pipe services.
And for folks in the Seattle area, that guide is NW Sewer and Drain. As local specialists, these are the folks who live and breathe this stuff. They're experts at diagnosing what's happening underground and using these exact trenchless technologies to get the job done right.
And we're not talking about a new company here. They bring a ton of experience to the table. With over 20 years serving communities all over the area, from Seattle to Everett to Bellevue, they've built their reputation on solid work and deep local knowledge. This really gets to the heart of what they're all about. Being a locally owned and operated business means their focus is 100% on you, the customer. I mean, being licensed, insured, and bonded, that's just the starting line. Their real commitment is about transparent pricing, no nasty surprises, and a reputation built on honest, top-quality work.
And honestly, this quote, this says it all, doesn't it? This isn't just about business for them. It's a team that takes real personal pride in what they do. It's their promise to treat your home with the respect it deserves, making the whole process as stress-free as possible for you.
So that brings us back to this final question. We've seen that the technology is out there to fix these underground problems without wrecking your yard. We know the warning signs to keep an eye out for. The only real question left is, are you going to wait for a disaster, or are you going to be proactive about that secret world under your lawn? Your pipes might be out of sight, but with the technology we have today, they really don't have to be out of mind.